Okay, let's talk about acidity now. In the previous chapter, we have seen the importance of pH, how to calculate the pH. Okay, so these are the two formulas, and pH is measured, or the scale of pH is between 0 to 14. So 0 we call it as most acidic and 14 as most basic. Now we'll be studying what is acid or acidity. Okay, so write down. So acidity is nothing but it is the measure of ability of water to neutralize base. So acid, or we can say acidity, is measure of ability of water to neutralize base. Okay, so there are two types of acidity. One is called as mineral acidity, and the second one is called as carbonic acidity or carbon dioxide acidity. So there are two types of acidity. The first one is called as mineral acidity, and the second one is called as carbonic acidity. Okay, carbonic acidity, or it is also called as CO2 acidity, carbon dioxide acidity. So this mineral acidity, as the name suggests, it is caused due to minerals present in the water. It is caused due to minerals present in the water. Okay, whereas this carbonic acidity is caused due to, it is caused due to CO2 present in, carbon dioxide present in water. Okay, so these are the two acidities. Now in this also, which of the acidity is more strong, that is, which is more acidic? Is the mineral acidity more, or the carbonic acidity more? So the stronger is mineral acidity. So the pH range for this mineral acidity, it lies between 0 to 4.2, 0 to 4.2, and the pH for carbonic acidity, it ranges from 4.2 to 8.2. Okay, so it ranges between this. Now, so the next step is how to find out the acidity and what are the causes of acidity. So acidity in water, acidity in water causes, it causes corrosion, corrosion and tuberculation, corrosion and tuberculation. Now what is this corrosion and what is this tuberculation? This we have discussed in the corrosion video which is previously uploaded. Okay, so you can see that in detail in that video. Now this acidity is measured by a process which is called as titration. Okay, so it is also called as titrometry. So you must have done this in the practicals of environmental engineering or water supply engineering, this titration process. So basically, if we try to summarize what happens in titration process is that there is one conical flask. Okay, so there is one flask here. So on this glass there is one burette that is attached. Okay, so this is a burette, and on this burette there are certain calibrations which are given to measure the level of water. Okay, so we'll just name this. This is called as conical flask, and this is called as burette. Now, whatever the sample of water is to be tested, it is present in here. Okay, so the water sample is present in the conical flask. Now, depending upon the type of experiment, the liquid which is present in burette and the indicator changes. So you should know these two things, that in titration we will require a few indicators that will be required to determine the particular quantity. So one will be titrant, and the another thing that is important to us is indicator. So this titrant goes in burette. So in this burette, the liquid which is present is the titrant. So that we call as titrant, and indicator is present in this. So basically, first we take the water sample in conical flask, then we add the required indicator, and then we will fill the burette with the given titrant, and slowly we will start the titration process. So what happens in titration process is that drop by drop we will drop this titrant into the mixture in this conical flask. So when there will be a color change, so that reading we will take. Okay, now, so to find out this acidity using titrometry, the titrant which is used is, now from here the all points are important. Okay, so the titrant which is used is NaOH. Okay, the indicator which is used is, so here two indicators are used. The first indicator is methyl orange, and the second indicator is phenolphthalein. Now, so first one point you should remember, that this methyl orange gives us the mineral acidity. Okay, it gives us the mineral acidity. And what is the pH range for that mineral acidity? It is 0 to 4.2. So if the acidity of water is present between 0 to 4.2, then this methyl orange will give some color change, and this will give us the carbonic acidity, and the pH range is 4.2 to 8.2. Now what will be the color change in this? So these color changes are asked many times in the exam. For methyl orange, the color change will be pink to yellow. So pink to yellow. And for phenolphthalein, the color change will be yellow to pink. Yellow to pink. Now this information is asked many times in UPSC and also in GATE. So this is very important. So we'll summarize this once again quickly. So pay attention. See, titration is nothing but it is a process in which there is a certain titrant and certain indicator used. Okay, so to find out acidity, okay, to measure acidity by doing this titration process, which titrant we are using? We are using NaOH. Then which indicator we are using? So we are using two indicators. First is methyl orange and second is phenolphthalein. So if we add methyl orange as an indicator, then the solution, that is the water solution which is present, initially the color will change to pink. Okay, when we will add the methyl orange to this water sample here, the color will change to pink. Then slowly you have to start the titration, that is drop by drop you drop the titrant here NaOH into this, up to which point? Up to when the color will change to yellow. When the color will change to yellow, we will take the reading and the remaining calculations we will carry out. Okay. Now, one thing you should note here, if the color does not turns pink after adding methyl orange, that means now water sample is present, we have added 2 drops or 3 drops of methyl orange to the water, and even so the color does not change to pink, that means there is no mineral acidity that is present in it. So this is an extra point that you can keep in mind. See, we have seen that acidity is caused due to minerals and due to carbon dioxide. So sometimes in water the acidity is caused only due to the carbon dioxide. There are no mineral acidity present. So in that case, when we will add methyl orange, the color will not change to pink. If the color does not change to pink, there is no need to do the titration by using methyl orange. We will take the next sample, and to that sample we will add the phenolphthalein. Okay, so remember this process. First try with methyl orange. If the color changes to pink, then we will carry out up to the color changes to yellow. Okay, if the color does not changes to pink, then straight away we will take the next sample, add the phenolphthalein, then the color will change to yellow. Keep the titration doing till the color changes to pink. Okay, so these are all the important points, and one more important point is there, so you write it down. This acidity is measured, or it is expressed. Acidity is expressed as mg per liter of calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Okay, see, we will be calculating acidity, alkalinity, hardness, all the properties, and we will be expressing them in terms of mg per liter of CaCO3. Just as we find out the units and convert them into SI unit for simplification, in the similar way, these properties we will convert it into one single unit, that is mg per liter of CaCO3. Okay, there is nothing else required. No need to do PhD in this. Why, sir, it is mg per liter of CaCO3 only? Just remember this. It is expression mg per liter of CaCO3. And why only CaCO3, sir? Why not some another component? Because the molecular weight of CaCO3 is 100. That's why we are taking the CaCO3. Okay, so this is all about the acidity. Remember this table. Questions can be asked from this.